Oh, what's up?
We're back.
Wait, were we throwing up? What's that?
No, don't do that. No, somebody might have misophonia, and you're gonna make a very angry listener. He does it even harder this time. Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna make somebody sick. Let me take it to 11.
Sorry, everybody. You know, the vom comedy.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's a vom com.
That's
My favorite kind of chick flick, a vom com.
That should totally be a thing.
It should. A comedy dedicated to vomiting? Hold on. What should totally be a thing? I need you to clarify that. Do you want a comedy movie dedicated to vomit?
No, like it exists. Like I would. You've seen Slither?
No, I have not. Is it like
Slither,
you mean like body horror to the point where it makes people in the theater puke?
No, just gross comedy. Slither's absolutely a horror movie, but it's absolutely hilarious.
Is that a James Gunn movie?
Mm-hmm.
That's got oh shit!
Michael
Don't tell
Rooker.
me. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
And Pam.
He said, "Don't tell me."
Michael Rooker, like right away.
Well,
this motherfucker.
and then Pam's in there. She's the receptionist. She had very, very curly hair.
She was married to James Gunn for a minute.
Yes. Or was it married or dating? Doesn't matter.
One of the two.
Yeah.
They were doing a thing that together people do.
Yes.
Hanging out a lot. How's it going, everybody?
Ooh, a mosquito. I'm going to swat this mosquito.
Oh, please ruin something in your office.
With this chamois.
The whole shelf falls down.
Hang on, is chamois, is ShamWow just an American pronouncing chamois? How do you spell chamois?
Almost. Not like wow.
But is it supposed to be chamois?
It sounds like chamois, I think is what, but that's more American than anything. Chamois. Oh wow, it might be chamois.
I think it's a chamois, and then there's ShamWow, which is a chamois that cleans everything.
That's incredible.
Holy shit. I was today years old when I found out that ShamWow was just an Americanized chamois.
Chamois are typically leather. A very, very soft leather. So this like
we don't know what ShamWow is.
This
so
microfiber is not a chamois.
Not a chamois. Is it chamois when you spray stuff on it?
It is now.
Well, if you guys haven't noticed, this is a video game podcast called Bounty Board. If it wasn't already apparent, obvious. If it wasn't already clear. Despite the fact that we all have nerdy ass shit in our backgrounds, except for Ryan, who does appear like he's ended up somewhere on a verdant planet.
Green is the nerdiest color.
Is green the nerdiest color?
Is it?
Yeah. Have you seen The Matrix?
Oh. It's got a lot of green in it.
Yeah. It's a very green movie.
What movie what would you say the main color of Hackers is? Red?
That's a very colorful movie. There's not one color.
Okay. What's
Orange.
the nerdiest movie that exists? Quick, before we get into the actual podcast. Nerdiest movie, the first thing you think of. War Games. Okay. Lots of green. Is it green or blue in the computer?
Those computers are so old it was probably black and green.
Right.
Would you like to play a game?
Tech, to you, what is the nerdiest movie?
I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you. Gamer.
Oh, like a movie? That's funny. Scott Pilgrim's way up there.
I would say Mario and Luigi. Or Super Mario Bros.
That's such a train wreck, though. You could watch it.
That game or that fucking movie's all.
I was just trying to give credence to the what's the nerdiest color? I don't know, but
yeah, I don't
know. We're gonna go with green because no one else is playing ball.
Not at all.
Welcome
I refuse to get in this game.
Welcome to Bounty Board, a weekly video game podcast. If you haven't been able to tell already, I'm one of your hosts, Caleb. You can call me Lub Wub. Below me
Sketch Sawyer.
To his right is Tech Supreme. What's up?
Tech Supreme.
Nice. And just above him is calling from the forest moon of Endor, Sergeant Sodium.
Hello.
We're nerds, okay? We can prove it. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Houdini.
Did you just yell Houdini?
No. Houdini.
Right. Oh fuck, man! It's been an interesting week for you, boy.
Why?
Just because it's starting to get to me. I think.
What's getting to you?
All this isolation.
Finally, after 2 months,
starting to get to me. Yeah.
On the 10th week.
I'm proud of myself for making it work as easily as possible over the last couple of months, but it's starting to get to the point where I'm like, I just want to go outside and be around other fucking people.
Do you think, I'm going to tell you why I think it's getting to you. The same reason it's getting to me. It's because so many people are living their best life.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Sure.
That is tearing me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see all the people that are going and doing things I don't care about. I just want to go to my coffee shop and sit on the patio while it's still nice out. Because it's about to be too hot to do that.
Yeah.
I very much want to go to a bar with a big beer selection.
Mm-hmm.
Get some nasty food.
Yep.
Drink
like
too
straight
much.
up bar food.
Drink too much. Make a fool of myself in public.
You don't ever do that. What are you talking about?
I know. And somehow make it home safe.
It's going to happen.
Ben's going to snap back so
the
bad.
The day he's able to go, he's just going to have a train wreck of a time.
Remember the time Ben came
so we can all
apart?
watch it.
Oh my God, wear a GoPro. You need one of those GoPros though that's like it's on a post that's out in front of you so we can see your face and we can see your point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be actually awesome.
It actually kind of would be.
It would actually kind of be pretty awesome.
Watch my public self-destruction.
Oh man! Although if you do record that could
his
become
first and last day out of quarantine.
I'm never gonna go back outside after people see this. Oh shit! You re-quarantine yourself because of how bad.
Oh no! I thought he was gonna die. That's why.
Oh shit!
Right.
Party till you drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do it on a Friday so the rest of us can have a weekend of Benny's.
I'll make a video out of it. Put music to it called "Hangover Extreme."
Did you say Benny's and not Bernie's?
Yes, because it's Ben.
Oh, got it.
It's all right.
No, you're right. That is funny.
I just got off work, so fuck you guys.
Sarge is working with a little bit of input lag right now. Shit, dude. Well, let's get things kicked off, I guess. There's a bunch of news.
Yeah, there is.
Speaking of Star Wars, because we've already talked about Star Wars.
Speaking of Star Wars.
Their whole, what is it called? The Jedi, the thing they're doing, they're building. The original order? Nope, that's not it. High Republic, the High Republic event that they're starting, got pushed back from this fall to January 2021. So they're not going to start releasing that content until then. But
nobody's surprised.
No, you shouldn't be. But I did find this little nugget of knowledge interesting. The hidden temple-like Star Wars game show, Jedi Temple Challenge, coming in June. So Disney and Lucasfilm have announced that its hidden temple-esque game show set in a galaxy far, far away will be premiering June 3rd.
Dude, if it's all like televised like the pod racers with a goofy alien announcer and like all the overlays.
It's got a goofy alien announcer, Ben. The game show will be hosted by the famous voice actor of Jar Jar Binks, Ahmed Best, and will test young Padawans' strength, knowledge, and bravery in a series of trials designed to discover who's capable of becoming a Jedi Knight.
I like that he's getting a chance to shine again. That's fucking great.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Is this redemption for him?
Hosting a kids game show? Maybe not.
He took a role of a lifetime. This is not redemption. This is, I don't know, dues, right? He was unjustly punished by the Star Wars public.
Yeah,
I mean, unjustly?
Yes, he was just.
He didn't do it. He's not the guy that should have gotten punished. He took a job, and the job was like, do this, and he was like, it's Star Wars though. And just kept doing.
Right.
You're telling me your ego's so guarded that you wouldn't be in Star Wars and walk like a dupe and have somebody else.
Well, if George Lucas walked up and was like, "Do it like a black guy," maybe I'd be like, "Hold on, bro."
I mean, you're gonna do it though. That's the problem.
Right.
The problem is he's a predator in this sense that he has the power.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we agree.
He's in charge, and that would suck though. I feel I'd move. I'd leave the country. I can't be.
I gotta live somewhere else now.
That's the jive alien guy. Nope.
That's the jive alien motherfucker. He cool.
Hey, do the voice. Nope.
That's the one thing I'm worried about with this game show. Is someone gonna be like,
oh, he's gonna do the voice.
He's gonna do the voice, right?
He's going to. That's his thing. That's why he's there.
It'd be hilarious if the voice of Jar Jar Binks hosted a kids game show and never did the fucking voice. Just every time someone asked him, he was like, "No," moved on.
I think this sounds magical and crazy because of course, like Star Wars is full of gambling, and like where they think about it. There's in the prequels and in the current movies, you always see some sort of like horse racing equivalent, right?
Yeah, betting and shit. Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Gambling and betting. So like, of course, there's game shows. So of course, this exists in that universe.
Yeah,
I just hope it's got all the crazy overlays in other languages and stuff, right? And it's all crazy.
Yeah.
I hope it's fully Star Wars, not like American Gladiators Star Wars edition or something.
I hope it's kids dressed as Padawan doing tests with like Jedi mentors walking around and shit. Let's go.
But like crazy Jedi powers and stuff.
What if they fail and they find out they're weak by like breaking a leg or something? Like, is that too?
Then they get
it's really dark sometimes.
Like, oh, the dark side got him.
Yeah, then they get a chance to to make themselves better in a different way as a Sith master shows up.
They
open the trap door and it's a Sarlacc pit.
Yeah,
a Rancor or something.
Just
the bones of Padawans everywhere.
Kids screams under the stage.
Then I'd watch. I'd watch every episode if that's the case.
That's the thing. That's what would change it for you.
Yeah.
Child mortality.
Yeah.
This episode's gonna be awesome.
June 3rd?
Yeah, June 3rd. 2 episodes starting June 3rd.
Holy shit.
It got announced in December.
To you. I've never heard of this.
He said to you.
To you?
That's funny.
Never heard of this. But it is a Star Wars kids thing.
Yeah.
Is it animated?
No, it's live action game show.
Did you not watch the trailer that's in the article that we sent?
No.
There's an official trailer.
I didn't watch it either, but you can tell it's live action. It's a show for kids, so.
Why would they do an animated one? That just doesn't make it. That doesn't seem.
That kid was so talented. Oh, they drew it.
Okay, this is what I feared actually.
Did you get beat up over this topic, or?
No, this is.
I didn't mute my mic when I did that. Ben, it's gonna be a kids game show like the.
It's not for you.
Like the Craggle, right?
How are you 40? Not for you, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not gonna be like American Ninja Warrior, where they're
like kids
doing parkour, just freaking
kids with 8-packs swinging.
Look, just about every Star Wars game with Force powers has a flashback scene where you're in the Jedi Temple learning your Force powers, right? So I was thinking they were going to take it seriously. You know what I mean? But this is like a kid's show. I get it. This is cool. This is important. Kids might love this, I hope. But
it's probably on Nickelodeon.
No, it's probably going to be on Disney Plus, my dude.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I got real serious for a second. Sorry about that.
So yeah, I dig it. But you see what I'm saying? Like the thing I pitched to you, that would have been cool too.
Ben,
not the pile of killed children's bones.
No
aspect of it, but like a real game show, like pod racing.
Ben, I want you to understand that this is for the sake of a joke and not at all directed at you specifically. But he just illustrated for us basically what Star Wars fans did with the newest movies. And where he projected he found out it was a thing, projected his emotions onto it, and then found out it was made for a different generation and was like, oh.
But did you see what I did?
You said it was okay, though.
I said, this looks great. I'm sure kids will love it.
Yeah, instead of getting roid rage. But it was very funny watching that happen.
It looks cool. What was that show on Nickelodeon, though, Ryan? Wasn't Truth or Dare, was it?
No.
Or Dare? Well, no, not Truth
Double
or Dare.
Dare.
Dare something. Double Dare?
Double Dare. The slime.
What was the one about the obstacle course? Was that Double Dare?
I don't know.
Did Double Dare have an obstacle
Couldn't tell
course?
you.
What was the one where they were trying to climb the Craggle?
Guts? Is it called Guts?
The aggro crag.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Kids show.
That's my butt after chili.
Kids show?
A kid show?
That's weird.
No, an aggro crag, guys. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Guts, Ben. It was Guts.
Guts. And Double Dare was just like goop and stuff. Yeah, okay, so that's what this looks like. It looks like Guts, but in a Star Wars universe. And that's pretty smart. That's pretty genius. I think people are going to eat this up.
Yeah.
You think so?
This looks exactly like Guts.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's do it.
I don't know. Maybe not. Tech people are pessimistic assholes these days. So
I wish I knew
that's coming from me.
Yeah.
Them assholes.
That's wild. Anyway, that's it for Star Wars stuff. Tech shared a video, or spoke of a video for the Fast and Furious game, which has been delayed to August, which, again, that's to be expected. Tech, you had some feelings about this trailer. It made you feel a way, and not a way that I expected. Explain yourself. That's not what I mean, but since
you guys watched Fast and Furious movies, the last few.
I've seen them all, yeah.
They're entertaining.
They are entertaining. They're
stupid.
entertaining.
They're good.
They're entertaining.
They're not bad. Like, just close your eyes and just take all realism out and watch the movie blind almost to reality and physics. But this game kind of encompassed that feeling, right? You have the voice actors from the movies yelling out lines at you, and you have these objectives while you drive. It looks really fun.
Gameplay looks better than the cutscene.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought it looked really fun.
Yeah.
It looked very immersive if you like the franchise, you'll like it. I'm not going to drop 60 on it, but it looked interesting.
Yeah.
Especially if it's multiplayer.
I was going to say, is it multiplayer? Do we know?
I couldn't find information on that. I'm not sure if it is. It would be kind of a waste if it is not multiplayer.
It's absolutely going to be a waste if it's not multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is all incredibly scripted events. I'm not sure how this could be co-op, I guess. Take down the target together.
Yeah.
Interesting. High octane.
So some of it looks like I don't know, like in the beginning of the trailer, they're trying to shoot at that hovercraft, and it's more of you're not actually shooting at it. You're doing a button combination at a certain time, like you're catching a dot in a circle there to make sure that you actually are able to shoot at it. I don't think I like that. Yeah, I'd like to shoot at it like what's that game that was on PlayStation that we want them to remake? Metal something.
Twisted Metal?
Yeah. Like I want something like that, like where I can drive around with a vehicle that has guns on it and actually blow shit up on my own terms, not what the game wants me to do.
Yeah.
Well, I think
James Bond's
that
too.
takes away from the actual fact that it's Fast and Furious. So I think it has to have elements of the movie, which I think it does have.
Sure, like that's a good point. That might play into the fact that when you're watching the movie, some ridiculous shit has to happen for it to be Fast and Furious, and they can't guarantee that you're good. Did
you guys watch the trailer?
I didn't actually watch the trailer. No, I could.
There's a part where they near the end of the trailer where they jump over this huge chain thing, like it's massive, and like one of the Michelle Rodriguez characters starts screaming. It felt like a part of the movie.
Yeah, all these slow motion events look just like the movie.
Yeah, and I thought that kind of piqued my interest.
Also feels like an old school video game. Like we don't get games like this anymore, really.
Yeah.
Like PS2,
I mean, it makes sense though, because like Vin Diesel is very nerdy, and him having the power to make a game from not from his childhood, but from the 90s, from the 2000s, back in the PS2 era, it would make sense for him to be like, make it like this.
It might be fun, guys. It's gonna flop, but it might be fun.
It's made by Codemasters, so as a game, it'll be put together well.
Wait, what? Yeah. It's made by Codemasters?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right.
This game might actually be good, guys.
I got some disheartening news for you. You know how I just said people are pessimistic assholes lately?
Are you about to be one?
Well, no. I don't know what time of day this came out, but the YouTube video has 472 likes.
Oh, God.
3,200 dislikes.
It might be one of those things that people are going to slam it, though. Like,
what it's worth, Infinite Warfare in the Call of Duty franchise is the most downvoted YouTube trailer ever.
In history, yeah.
And that game's fucking great. So
it is great. Yep.
Yeah.
People slam Fast and Furious, the franchise as a whole, but they keep going to the theaters when it comes out.
Yeah. That might. I don't think that means the game's going to be immune. Like that's.
No, I think he was saying that might be what's happening to the game. Is people might be hyper aggressive about it now, and then it might do well.
I hope.
It's probably not going to do as well as the movies.
Oh yeah, it's going to flop.
Can't do as well as the movies. Tech's like, have hope. It's going to flop, but
it's going to flop for sure. It's not going to be a bestseller, dude. But it's going to be. It might be fun.
It might be entertaining. It'll show up on Game Pass eventually. Speaking of which, No Man's Sky is coming to Game Pass in June, which is fucking dope. All of us bought it, who have it currently. That is basically how that works, so I don't know why I clarified that.
Brilliant statement.
Shut up. I figured it out as I was saying it. But for the people
up to this point in time, you're saying everybody who has it has paid for it? Okay, go ahead.
No, that's not the case.
No, because some people game share, and the other person probably bought it. So
fuck what? Tech didn't buy it. Anyway, it'll be on Game Pass in June, which is dope. Which probably means we're going to be getting an additional content update, because that's how things that big end up going. If you haven't played No Man's Sky, it is a survival exploration game. It's basically Ark in space, or is Ark No Man's Sky with dinosaurs? It's one of those.
Did the game get bettered over time?
Oh yeah,
wildly.
'Cause I didn't like it at first.
Yeah, if you played it right when it came out on PS4, it was bare bones. Now you can build bases, you can play co-op with up to 4 people. You've got land vehicles and buggies and all sorts of different stuff you can drive around. It's a lot cooler. There's a whole series of articles that Vice did near the end of last year that I wanted to share with you guys and forgot, where there's communities that have built up, like places with jurisdiction, right? There's this whole corner of the galaxy that's cordoned off and is run by this huge organization of people that make it a place to come in and hang out and do things. And there's another guy that's building a superhighway that goes through the galaxy and wanted to have his superhighway go through there because people take the superhighway enough that it's a literal tourist attraction. This isn't fake. This is all real shit in this game.
Is everybody sharing the same shared galaxy?
Yeah, everyone's in the same galaxy. That's why when you name stuff, it gets uploaded because someone else can find it. And so
you can just build stuff whenever and however?
Yeah, you can build stuff and it will stay there for everybody when they show up because the galaxy's so big. But because it's so big, this guy's building the superhighway and he was in negotiations with the people in this community to have the highway cut through their territory. And the more that the community thought about it, they ended up voting against it and banned him from building the highway in their territory. Because they didn't want to throw off what they had, and they could control what they had without a giant highway that was a tourist attraction running through it. It's really fucking interesting.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a part of the game when it first came out. So No Man's Sky is absolutely developed.
Shit. Guess I need to reinstall that shit too.
Yep. You need to buy an external hard drive first. They're $60 for 2 additional terabytes, and you should do that. So you don't have to do the math for installs anymore.
I'll still run out of room. I'll fill it up with junk, and I'll still be like, damn it, I gotta uninstall something.
I've done that, so don't feel too bad.
And as we discussed the other day, the more shit you install, the less, what is it? The less
the harder
satisfied you are.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
The harder it is to choose something, for sure.
Yeah.
When you have 10 DVDs in your house, you're like, well, I guess I'll watch this again. Now that we have every streaming service in the world, we browse and scroll for 30 minutes and get upset that there's nothing to watch. Oh boy.
Watching Netflix should be an actual show. You should be able to watch just the pages of Netflix scroll because it's what you do. Winning a primetime Emmy this year. Watching Netflix.
That shit drives me crazy real fast.
Yeah, eventually.
I get mad and not watching anything.
It's so mad.
I'll do something else.
Yep, I guess I'm gonna go play Xbox. Let's see. Speaking of Xbox, all these segues. Phil Spencer was asked today or recently. It might not have been today. I forgot. Phil Spencer was asked recently about whether or not he thought that Xbox was still on track for a fall release. Absolutely. He said they absolutely are. They're very confident about fall being just fine and things lining up, and all of the stuff that was content complete that needed to be done before the quarantine started is getting finished, and all the stuff that was content that was supposed to be completed after content complete is still going to get done. He just reassured people that things are still moving
on track, and
that the video game industry, perhaps more than most other industries during this time, was really agile and able to transition into just doing stuff from home pretty well. So yeah, expect Xbox to still come out this fall, and expect a bunch of games to still come out this fall. Or he said see like liminal pushes, just outside of fall. So like December, January, February instead of November.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's your guys' purchasing game plan for this fall season?
I don't fucking know.
What's the game plan? What are you getting?
I mean, I don't have $700-800 to drop on consoles right now, so we shall.
I'm gonna
see.
wait.
You're gonna wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I mean, if I can play all the same games on my Xbox One X, there's no reason to buy the new console just for that.
Yeah, there will be games that are exclusive, but Xbox exclusive games will not be next gen exclusive for a year. So there's that.
Yeah.
There's also
that's very nice of them.
Can the nerd in us wait though?
Oh, I'm not waiting at all. I'm not
waiting.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not waiting.
You and I will probably be in the same line getting one at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not waiting. Can't do that.
No. Not gonna happen.
Now I have had the thought of like, do I wait on Xbox and get a PS5 and upgrade my PC because everything exclusive to Xbox will be on PC as well. And I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea.
The reason why that wouldn't be such a bad idea is because most games are becoming controller compatible on PC.
Sure. Yeah, that's definitely changing.
And crossplay.
Yep.
Yeah, just dump $800 into your computer and call it a day.
I mean, really, or $500. You know, just shave a little off. It's been still
make
a huge impact. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You get a new processor and video card for $500-600.
Now, would you trade your current Xbox towards the Xbox, the new one?
Yeah, I don't need two, so yeah, for sure.
I would probably trade one of my PS4s and throw my Xbox One X in the living room so I could have Xboxes.
How many PS4s you got?
I've got two.
Baller.
I've got one Xbox, and I have one PS4 that I paid for, and then one PS4 I got for free. And one PS4
Use one as a paperweight in my office.
You don't actually care about your answer.
Y'all assholes. I noticed.
I
noticed. Y'all just kept fucking talking.
Well, I got two Xboxes, so.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to get rid of my Xbox One X.
No, I want to put my X in the living room, and then
because I have multiple TVs, and right now I have two Xboxes and two different TVs. I don't want to keep that going, and no one would want the old Xbox.
Yeah, well, the X will probably still sell.
Yeah,
but yeah, not the old one, and don't sell the old one. Don't sell the new one. That's dumb. Yeah, I just updated my PS4, my primary PS4 to the Slim. It's in the living room. But what that means is like all the shit I do on Xbox, I can't do out there. And there are games that like, we play the Jackbox games when people come over, and like I can't do that unless I rebuy them on PlayStation. So, yeah,
great content.
What do you want to talk about, Ryan?
Summer Game Fest, because that's up next.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's one of the things that's up next.
Have you ever heard Ryan's voice so silky, clear, and perfect?
He tucked me in once.
Oh my God!
You're welcome.
Ryan, take the next story.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't read it. I was at work.
It's real easy. Just click on the second image. It's just the lineup coming up for June.
All right, Summer Game Fest. The lineup for June, June 6th, 10 a.m. We've got Guerrilla Collective Indie Showcase.
Ooh,
it's probably about indie games, right?
Indie games about gorillas.
Yeah, gorillas and how they play video games. Next, June 6th, also, we got PC Game Show, Future Games Show. The Cyberpunk 2077 is on June 11th. And June 23rd at 9 a.m., New Game Plus Expo.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
What is New Game Plus Expo?
I don't know.
Is that a bunch of games that are announcing new modes?
So I think, and I haven't really been paying too close attention, but I think this was an announcement that Summer Game Fest is coming to Twitch. I don't remember that being a thing earlier. The website used to just be a link to websites or YouTube channels, but now this says big announcements from Riot, Ubisoft, Square Enix, and more. Twitch exclusive drops, rival tournaments only on Twitch content. So there's like drops, like content drops coming through Twitch if you watch it. I don't remember this being a big Twitch thing, but now it is.
Oh, so, it's going through Twitch Gaming. It's not going through their own channel.
Yeah.
So they partnered with Twitch for some stuff. That's cool.
That is very cool.
That's super cool.
The fact that you can watch it and get shit, man, that's...
Yeah, that's how the Game Awards have been for the last couple of years. If you're watching on Twitch, they'll be like, and if you're watching on Twitch, here's this discount, and if you're watching on Mixer, here's this discount. If you're watching on, and that shit's dope. Yeah, this stuff's super cool. Let's see. Speaking of all these systems and announcements and things, PlayStation is still reportedly planning on holding a PS5 conference, which is duh. But there are people at Bloomberg, which I imagine is somehow related to Jason Schreier, who are saying they have actionable evidence that it may be an event that they're going to hold as early as next week.
Interesting.
That we're going to get a PS5 event next week. But they also are saying that we're not going to get a reveal of the console. It would be a further reveal of the games that they have planned for the launch window.
Weird. They're so behind.
Yeah, there's been power struggles at Sony for like the last 8 months. That's why Sony's been quiet. That's why Sean Layden got laid off, and there was never a statement about it, and it's been like months, and we don't know what he's doing. Like, he isn't talking much on Twitter either.
Could this affect the quality of the product?
It won't impact the quality of the games. I will say that, right? Because the games are going to work on their own. The hardware, perhaps. The exclusive relationship come year 2 and 3 might be severely hindered. They also lost the guy that was in charge of their portfolio. I know too much information. I'm a nerd, and I should do something better. Anyway, no, I'm gonna keep doing this because it fucking rocks. The guy that was in charge of their like exclusive portfolio. Notice that I had a little moral. I had a fight with myself in my head for a second.
Mm-hmm. It came out loud though. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, I said all that stuff.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. No, the guy that was in charge of their exclusives portfolio moved to actually work for Disney, and he's building out their game developer portfolio for Lucas projects. So like, they've lost their ability. Their people that were building their portfolio. Their leadership has changed hands like 2 or 3 times with Sony Entertainment America and Sony Entertainment Japan and Sony Entertainment at large. Who knows, man? Sony's a weird place right now, and they've been really quiet, and I think it's starting to get scary for Sony fans because they used to be really shitty for all the Xbox announcements, and Xbox keeps talking about shit, and their comments are getting fewer and fewer because they're like, we can't really talk shit because nothing's happening.
Yeah. You watched the Last of Us video?
Yes.
Today?
I did.
I did.
Looks really fucking brutal.
It looks terrifying. I don't know if I want to play this game. Like, I haven't played the first one, but it looks like it's going to be a stressful filled, terrified experience.
The first one, Tech, is one of my favorite game experiences, and also one I will never do again.
Yeah, see?
I won't play that game a second time. I'll tell everybody they should play it once, but...
Do you watch horror movies, Tech?
I do.
He watches a lot of
So
horror
why don't you
movies.
want to play a horror game?
I don't want to get immersed in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be a part of it.
It's different.
Like,
It's
I don't
real
want to
different.
be in a horror movie. I just want to watch one.
Ooh, this shit
I'll watch
be
the gameplay.
different. Yeah,
I'll watch a walkthrough.
Horror games are different, man. If you go to a movie
I'll play
theater,
a horror game if it plays good. I
Nope.
hate the horror games that play bad to make you more scared. I hate that shit.
but there are games, Ben. There are horror games that play so well you don't want to play them. You've already made that clear. Like Resident Evil 7 in VR. You're like, nope, fuck that. Don't need it.
Now I get that.
Yeah, because you're living it. You're living it. That's why. That's actually why I will play horror games before I'll watch a horror movie, because I have control in a horror game. Right?
That makes it much scarier for me. I can
kill the thing.
I don't get scared at movies very much. I watch it and I go,
See, I'm a control.
scary thing happens and I'm like, that's cool.
I feel like I might be a control freak when it comes to entertainment, in that like when I'm watching a movie, if someone does something really dumb and it doesn't make sense, I'm like, I can't.
I get mad at that.
Yeah,
like, I legitimately, and it would ruin a movie for me if
Yes.
too many people making too many dumb decisions. I'm like, I can't watch this.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's, I think, one of the reasons I have a hard time with a lot of horror, because some of it's, I would argue that most horror is like average or below. And then there's like 2 or 3 movies a year that are like, yo, these fucking rock. And a lot of the horror stuff that like turned me off was people acting like fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like Midsummer. I felt like everyone made dumb decisions the entire time.
Well, half of them were like high most of the time.
Even the girl getting high was dumb.
They were being drugged and poisoned the whole time.
but through peer pressure.
Spoiler alert. It was the plan all along.
We're helping people. We're saving people.
It was the plan all along, though, right? Because, like, when they get there, someone says something about how their tradition works, and it's like 5 sacrifices, right? And there's the 2 old people that were willing, and then the rest of the people complete the... So the whole commune was like, oh, we got these fresh people. Yeah. Cool. They're gonna be dead. That was the decision from the beginning.
They like their friend, the one that brought them there. The first time they get there, the main guy in the place said this so and so always has the keenest eye for friends.
That's fucked, dude. For sacrifices, motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have to talk about Midsummer because that's definitely not a video game.
Last of Us will have subjective. Last of Us will have boats, horses. You can now like rappel and stuff like that with ropes
boats and hose.
There's gonna be like territorial battles with factions, which will all be adjusted.
Just stab the lady in the neck,
dude, and then like you saw like the blood go like this.
Oh, dude, that shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait until she catches.
She runs up behind people and just shanks them and stuff. Like
you guys want to play this?
Wait until she catches the chick play PS Vita.
Yeah.
Tech, you have no idea how many people I've wanted to shank in my life.
I guess so.
You don't know me. You don't know me. He says. Also,
pancakes.
Also, last news item, and then we can gracefully move on. Ben, you want to take this one since it's kind of your jam, your bread, butter, and jam.
Once upon a time, big Sea of Thieves update. Didn't see this coming, but a lot of like just quality of life stuff. One of which is when you die and you go to the ship, you can now change your weapons on the ship, which is kind of nice. So you can come back into the fray with a different loadout. So if you had like a sniper rifle and a sword and they're on your ship, you might want to change to a shotgun. They have daily quests now, which is pretty neat. So you log in, do your thing, log out and go. That's nice for people who just like games where you check in, career kind of games. Plus the tall tales that typically take 3 hours or more now have checkpoints. So you can start one and leave and come back later, and which is fucking great.
What a basic thing that should have been a part of it from the beginning.
I know. I guess they assume everybody plays Sea of Thieves for 6 hours at a time, which is probably true.
Yeah.
But they have to compensate for us filthy casuals. And then the last thing they kind of said tongue in cheek, they have when you go to a fort and you get the shit out of the fort, on Fridays you get more value for the things you're getting out of the fort. And they're calling it Fortnights. They said that jokingly.
I hate that a lot. Are they're not calling it that then?
They are calling it Fortnights.
Oh boy, you said jokingly, and for a second I thought you just made a joke. But no.
No, they're actually calling it that. It's 2 words.
It'd be nice if you could store a bunch of stuff somewhere.
Yeah.
So that you could do a bunch of stuff during the week and then go turn it in for more on Friday. Because this feels like it's going to push people to just play that game on Fridays.
Well, they have daily now.
Daily what?
Daily things. Daily quests.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There's something going on Sundays as well. So they're just trying to fill out the schedule.
It's probably going to bring more people in on Fridays though. So because they know that that's the one day of the week that, the weekend's over, or the week is actually over. So people are going to be jumping on that. So they're making it something that you got to fight for then.
It's filling up, man. Game's filling up with content. Slowly and steadily. Every 2
I enjoy that narrator. Every time.
The videos,
yeah.
Our cousin.
The voice is so good.
That's our distant cousin.
What?
That's that's Amanda's cousin from Scotland.
Oh, is that really nice?
That puts on his pirate voice for the videos.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that was him.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to him once. He's a cool guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, really cool video. It's like 6 minutes long. Like, and then this is here, and now this, and now also this. It's just like, good lord, is it content?
Shut up already.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
You hooked me.
Yeah. For the news. We talked a lot about killing kids earlier, so I have to ask you guys.
Loved it.
How many?
In video games. Nope.
How many?
In video games.
I could fuck up about 12-year-olds.
We've had this conversation recently. In video games, do you act like you do in real life, or do you take the power trip? Are you Anakin in the room full of younglings, or are you Obi-Wan trying to save the galaxy?
I'm obnoxiously a Boy Scout.
Boo.
Boo. Why, man? Why are you a Boy Scout?
It's some hero complex shit. It's always like, I don't know. It's like I always want to be.
And they say that a hero can save. Sorry, go on.
So like video games are a power fantasy most of the time. You're like
so your fantasy is to kill, like, or to be a good guy.
Yeah.
Like
I can't do it in real life, so.
That's right.
Well, I think a lot of people choose
I can't save the universe.
Right.
So.
Right.
I think a lot of people choose the like the dark path. I think the anonymity of just playing a video game.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You know what's funny?
What?
Statistically, they don't. Like when there was an article I shared and they tracked, what game was it? Assassin's Creed tracks everyone's decisions that they make, and it was like something like 80% of people tried to do the right thing. So most gamers that play games that have moral decisions in them lean towards being good.
Yeah, because I think whenever they make games, being the bad guy doesn't usually work out unless the game specifically does that. And then like then you can get the good bad ending or something like that. Sure. But most games are like, if you're morally good at the end, you get better stuff. Then yeah, of course people are gonna pick that option. But there's no thing of like, yeah, if you're the worst person ever, you're gonna get amazing shit. Like so that's not really an option.
The problem is there's no reward then, so there's not really a morale choice. You don't really get a choice if there is no reward for being negative. Then people are going to obviously choose the good.
Yeah,
right.
There's very few games that give you that fair choice and doesn't have any repercussions for the negative choice.
I've got a few instances. I've got a few examples, but I'm going to list the one Caleb said first because this came up. I watched a lot of videos prepping for this today, and this Assassin's Creed Odyssey one came up 3 times. So you go to an island with a family that has the plague, and you have a choice to kill the family or save them. And 68% of the players decide to save the family. But you know how plagues work? They spread. So your reward for saving them is that the entire island gets infected.
Yeah, and then it travels over to Athens, and you have to deal with it in Athens. And if you kill them, it just stops.
I was watching a video earlier about the topic as well, and they brought up a game called Frostbite. And near the end, it counted all it counts all the things that you did, and then it gives you the end game. And this guy I was watching said that he had to send a kid in order to save the city before the big final storm. He had to send a kid into this generator, and it killed the kid. And he felt bad about it, but it ended up being
Saving
the right.
City?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did it grade him really negatively on that?
No, because he saved the city.
Better not. Shit. Yeah.
But he killed a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now I think that's a good moral.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's interesting, like you bringing up and Ryan bringing up the fact that like for a long time, good was programmed as the best to give you the best outcomes. Yeah. Right. Like you only got good things and the good ending if you were a good guy and did good things throughout the game. And that's actually like a huge design point in building these games that has been like people have been actively trying to counteract so that you can still have a full experience that's just different if you play bad. I would argue that like Mass Effect 3, which Mass Effect 1 and 2 had Paragon and Renegade always felt really shitty and bad. Yeah. And in Mass Effect 3, all the Renegade actions felt like the actions I would have gotten to because you're playing a character that at this point in the 3rd game has had everyone just fucking ignoring him. And now people are like, oh shit, you weren't telling lies, and then you can act like an asshole in response. And whenever I did that shit, it felt empowering. It was like, fuck yeah, this dude fired at the ship I was in while I was still in it, even though I was almost gone. Yeah, I'm punching the fuck out of him when I get back on my ship. It felt right. So yeah, like if games rewarded, or maybe not even rewarded you more for being bad, but didn't reward you less for being bad, do you think that would make more people do it?
There's a sword at the end of the first Fable game that you can only get by killing your sister.
Yeah.
It's the strongest sword in the game.
Yep. The Fable games have been notoriously good. She out.
Unfortunately, they fucked it up because if you don't kill her, you beat the game anyway, and it gives you like this super strong, even stronger sword.
Wait, so it's not the strongest
sword for beating the game, but the game's over. So like, there's no reason to have it because it's the end. So whatever.
See, I think people are trash.
It's not even stronger. It's equally strong. But anyway,
I think people are trash. So everyone who's played GTA, there's millions of people who play GTA just to fuck shit up, just to get 5 stars.
Might even be a billion people by now.
Yeah, so
it's definitely a billion people.
They're playing the game just to do bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like you're carjacking and shooting people, and it's a thing to get 5 stars, and that's fun for people.
Is it bad that I don't get 5 stars by killing civilians? I get 5 stars by killing cops.
It's a good game, but
awful.
But people like remember when GTA 5 came out, and then you like people discovered you can have sex with a prostitute, and people were doing that shit.
Yeah,
that was 4.
4?
Yeah, GTA 4.
See, Ryan knows.
I worked at GameStop, dude. I had to dissuade parents that was what the game was about.
I am. I would pay the hooker, and then I would let her out, and then kill her and get my money back.
Tech, you know what to play. Tech, you know what to play. Tech, you know what to play.
Refund.
Which way? Well.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably because my Discord is fucking up. That means the Smurf facts ain't gonna happen.
It's all right. I got it over here still.
We'll just sing it in choir.
Oh my god, that might be amazing.
It might be.
That might be amazing. Yeah, you can pay for a hooker and then get health back, and then kill them to get your money back.
And then also, if you park against the wall, she can't get out. So then you can get services 3 times, and then she punches you in the face and knocks you out, and then gets out of the car, and then you run her over, and get half your money back.
Life lessons, kids. Are you listening?
So Ryan plays games in the worst way.
Tech's camera is either fucked up or he's really over the shit.
He just froze.
Oh no, I was trying to fix my audio again.
Oh no,
never mind me.
Okay.
Yeah, his
camera's fucked up.
His camera locked.
All right, so
I thought he just went to the dark place, just fucking.
As Tech is in the dark place, and as Ryan just said, maybe one of the darkest things I've ever heard. What's the darkest thing you guys have done in a video game?
I'm pretty sure Ryan just answered that.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah, I'd be quiet for a while.
Yeah, Ryan's like, I can't talk anymore, or I'm going to incriminate myself. Interesting. Ben, do you have one like off the top of your head? Because I have a recent one.
I do remember playing Kingdom Come, and after I would raid a camp, I would put them all in the campfire and make like a big human bonfire.
What the fuck is wrong with why?
I don't know. Destroy the
Is that worse than mine?
They're already dead.
It might be.
I mean, I hope they were dead.
And for the last 12 years, I've been the one and only Spider-Man.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. I mean, that last one might have been squirming, but it just might have flopped its arm over afterward.
Yeah, might have been unconscious, but he's dead now. So moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name's Peter Parker. For the last 12 years, I've been the one and only Spider-Man. Tech's watching Into the Spider-Verse.
I am.
For me, there's a couple, right? There's got to be a couple for everybody, but like the most recent one, I was actually playing State of Decay last weekend with Toph before Ryan and Jabril. Who else joined us? It was me, you. Was it just me, you, and Toph?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No, he was in the party, just not on it.
So Toph and I ran into this group that was stockpiling weapons and then like making people pay really high prices to get them. And then if the people complained about it, like shooting them, they were bad. They were bad people. And we went and investigated, and I was like, you got to start selling these for less. And they were like, no. And I was like, Christopher, it lets me just let them go. Or it lets me ask them again more firmly to change their prices, or I will have to act on it. And he was like, well, we can't let them keep doing it. So I did the more firm one, and the guy was like, you know what? Fuck it. Time to die. But before this, and I would imagine in universe, my character just kind of looks at Christopher, but I saw this coming, and I was like, Christopher, I'm going to pick this bottom one. But before I do, please do me a favor and step out of the storefront shop that we're in right now and stand outside the window, please. And he was like, okay. And I was like, Christopher, can you see all three of them from that position? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, if any of them moves for a gun, fucking end them. And he was like, okay, pick this option. Dude goes, time to die, pulls out a gun, and Christopher, with a silenced fucking AR-15, just pat, 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 pat through the window, plate glass falling, bodies falling, and then all of a sudden the last guy alive surrenders. Now, given they pulled guns first, right? We weren't like, time to die. They pulled guns first. The last guy.
I think you're giving us your perspective.
Yeah, I am. Of course.
Body played a little different in their mind.
We're talking about morality in games.
Caleb and Toph Boondock Saints this motherfucker. I guarantee it.
No.
They try to act like they're all noble.
So one guy surrenders. And when he surrenders, I'm like, cool, we'll take the guns off your hands, right? Because, like, you're a bad person. And you tried to kill us when we tried to tell you to be a better person. And instead he goes, fine, I'll sell you the guns. And I was like, I don't want the guns anymore. It's a matter of principle. So I hit the other option. And rather than it being like, nope, we're taking them, my dude was just like, sorry, it's not up to me. Boom! And just blew dude away. And I was like, oh, and Christopher was like, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, I didn't know I was going to just shoot him. Wow. It was intense.
And they're the bad guys, huh?
And shepherds we shall be for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, and thy feet will swiftly carry out.
In nomine Patri Filii Spiritus Sancti.
Yeah, that's right.
Pew pew. I did this recently.
Teeming with souls it shall ever be.
The prayer is very good. I like it a lot. So I felt bad about that for like 5 minutes. Because like immediately after that, people that they had oppressed like came out of the woodwork and were like, thank you. They killed my husband because he wanted to. And I was like, oh, yeah, fuck these people.
So these are computer controlled players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd been great if it was like other people. That would be a game.
That would be awesome.
This is a whole
that would be fucking
thing.
fantastic.
This is a whole other thing. Who's played DayZ?
I have not played DayZ.
Ryan's played DayZ, and I know he has some stories tied to this. Because you start in a big open map with zombies, almost naked. You start with like your clothes, but no weapons, and you have to go find food and water and weapons and armor and things to carry stuff in an effort to like survive. And there's other players in the game. And there are other players who have gotten... It's not like a match starts and then you go. You just drop into an arena where people are. That's huge. Yeah. But you can run into people that are armed to the teeth. Yep. And you may have just started. Or just found like your first thing that got you excited. And then you're at the mercy of them. And Ryan, I feel like you have good and bad experiences of people being like, here's some stuff, and then when you go to pick it up, them fucking executing you.
Yeah, I actually have some really fucked up shit. So
yeah,
like one of the hot spots is the airports because it's usually like a military base. So I usually go there and hang out once I get pretty looted up. And this guy came inside the building and he didn't see me behind the door. And I knocked him out. And then I put handcuffs on him and was sitting there fucking with him. Well, I didn't realize he had a buddy with him. And so I shot him a little bit and just fucking around with him. Dude, because these people have done this shit to me. I was like, you know what? It's my turn. So I was messing with him and like I got him like bleeding out and shit, and his buddy came in and he shot me enough to where I passed out. And I woke up and I was in handcuffs. And ever since the last time that somebody had put me in handcuffs, I had a really good idea of poisoning water and leaving it in my backpack. And one of the guys was like, hey, does he have any meds or anything like that? Or no, he was dehydrated, so he needed water. So his buddy was like, yeah, he's got 2 of them. I need some too. And they both drank the water and died.
Damn.
Oh my God.
And then I was stuck in handcuffs until I had to have my brother. I called my brother. I was like, yo, I need you to get on DayZ right now and come and find me and undo these handcuffs. I'm sitting here like dying. But that's incredible. I I was like, yeah, there's water in my backpack, and they both drank it and died. Like it was pretty fucked up. I was torturing this guy in the beginning, and then they came back in and were doing the same shit, and then I killed them. Like I felt really, really good about it, but also, actually, I didn't feel shitty at all about any of it.
Well, no, not after they did it back to you, but at the same time,
no, in the beginning, I didn't give a fuck.
Yikes! Yikes!
I mean, that's the sort of.
It's a video game. It's not like it's not real life. Guys, why would I feel bad about doing shit like this?
Sure. We all play. Well, some of us less tech, but we've all played Sea of Thieves, and we've all had.
We all know who's too nice.
We all have that one. Sorry. It wasn't me. It was Ben. We all have that one specific moment where we did that. What was it? Was it the Kraken fight? No, it was the what's his nuts? The Megalodon fight.
Oh, I don't know what it was. We just had a lot of treasure.
We did a big fight, and another group had to come help us. And when that other group came to help us, we were like, let's divide up. And we divided up pretty nicely, but one guy had come in on a sloop, and he was by himself. A fort. It might have been a fort. Yes, it was. A fort. It was a fort because this kid showed. I almost said this little shit showed up on a sloop.
Pretty much.
And got there at the last minute and was like, "Yo, let me get that king's chest or whatever it's called." And we were like, "No, you just got here. You're not getting the highest loot thing." And then we all loaded up on the separate boats, and we said we would take him on our boat back to the island. And there was a moment where I'm standing, and it's me, Ben, and Ryan, and then this kid. And I texted Ryan, "Yo, we should fuck." I texted both of them, yeah. I was like, "Yo, we should fucking kill this kid because he's gonna try and steal our shit. And if we kill him, we just get all of it." And Ryan, over the mic, was like, "I mean, I would do it." And I was like, "Fucking shut up over the mic, motherfucker." And then. I was like, "Yo, Ben, I sent you a picture. Check that out." And I made up a story about it.
I don't think.
No, he did look.
No, I did.
He did look, and then he was like, "Man, I don't know. I'd feel really bad." And I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, and we just let it go. We were like, it'll be fine. It's fine." And then, sure enough, I walk onto the island with the most expensive chest in my hands, and I start getting shot at. Mm-hmm. And then I drop it and turn around to fight him, and he picks it up and turns it in before I can kill him.
Yep.
And then he laughs and disconnects. And I was so fucking mad. I was so mad.
Because the dude was just chilling on our ship. I was aimed at him the whole time.
I think he even did the, I'm new, I don't really know how to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got Ben bad.
Yep.
But also, so we've played that, like, that was bad morality that we wanted to do. We wanted to just fuck this kid up. There's also times on Sea of Thieves where I guess for me though, that good morality like saved the day. You guys remember that clip of me shooting myself out of the cannon onto the other ship?
You hit the mast of the ship and moving and landed on their boat?
Yeah, I shot myself over to another ship to stop them from sinking because it was two people on a sloop getting fucked up by the skull ships.
Yeah.
And I bailed all the water out, repaired their ship, we killed the skull ship, and moved on. I don't even think we knew these guys.
No, not at all.
I think we were
not at all.
I think we were trying to get them to link up with us, and then the skull ship showed up.
Yeah.
So I don't want you guys to think I'm always bad, okay? There's a lot of times I'm like, yeah, fuck these guys.
Yeah,
get
Ryan's
them
definitely
now.
Trying to save face real quick. Tech, do you have any stories?
Tech really hates me right now.
No, I'm trying to figure out this audio problem. But what did you say? What's the question?
Do you have any stories where morality has come into play in the games that you've played? Decisions you've made have made you feel bad? Have you shot somebody in PUBG and been like, he was just trying to? I feel bad.
Feed his family.
There's been times when it's like someone like does the teabag thing and then trying to be cool and you just shoot them anyway, like that, like little stuff like that in battle royale happens a lot. So I really don't have any examples of
if you're in the last two and someone's holding a pan only and they're doing the teabag thing, are you just gonna shoot them for the victory, or are you gonna take the pan out and fight?
I don't know, because I fought to get here. We're not gonna have this cute little fight at the end. It depends.
This guy's been practicing with this pan for like years, and you're like, yeah, I'll do the pan fight. He like backhands you real quick. Like, what?
Yeah,
I didn't even know you could do that.
No. No way.
Does the run jump? Boom. Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah, I don't really have that many examples of like morality in games.
No, done anything spiteful. Somewhere that's not
smooth.
No.
Being stupid.
I mean, of course. I mean, the goal is to kill everybody. So like, there is no moral compass there. Like, you have one goal.
If you could kill teammates in that game, Tech, would you do it?
Say what?
If you could kill teammates in that game, Tech, would you do it?
No, I hate when people do that. I've done it before in certain games, but like, yeah, not on purpose. You know, actually, I have. I shot my boy Ron in PUBG.
Did he deserve it though?
So what?
Did he deserve it though?
No, of course. Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, but you knock him, pick him back up. You know, so no harm, no foul.
Oh yeah, PUBG does let you do that. It's not like an instant. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh no, I murdered somebody in PUBG that was on my team because I killed like half the squad and there was a drop that we were running towards. I got to the drop first, was like going through my shit, and he comes up and grabs a sniper rifle. So I get out of the box and shot him twice. He downed, and then I just killed him and took his shit. I was like, I'm not gonna just. No, I didn't win that game, but like I'm gonna get the shit that I fucking earned, dude.
Was it all
like that's not cool?
Was it all worth it in the end?
Yeah. I don't care. I actually probably got shot grabbing the stuff off his body. If I'm gonna be honest,
it's PUBG. You're at a loot. You're at a drop. You got shot.
Insta karma, but whatever.
Insta karma, the new Instagram.
Do you guys think that all these morality choices in video games can affect the way people make choices in real life?
If they're weak-minded, yes.
Okay.
You've never done something so bad in a game that like the next day you're like, I gotta do something good.
Yeah, no one with good sense is gonna take it outside of the game. I don't think.
Yeah, right. Sure.
I mean, that's where I am.
Wait,
Tech's gonna be really weary about inviting me to the next party, though.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, this guy.
I brought the water. Wait, what?
I'm okay. I'm not thirsty all of a sudden. I don't know why. 90 degrees, but I don't want to drink any of this water.
I do remember
drinking out the hose.
Yeah. This is unrelated, but I do remember a time where we were playing Halo with Jordan, and one of his favorite things to do was to kill all your little AI helpers, all the other soldiers.
Yeah, dude.
And it made me so mad.
Yeah. And then was it Halo 2 or 3 where if you killed enough of them, they turned on you?
Nice.
Yep.
One of them, if you killed enough of them, they turned on you and they were good. You were fucked. You were, oh shit, what? No, I'm done. And then you would be dead. The game was like, oh no, you can't do that anymore. But you're right. That especially not Truth and Reconciliation. Sorry, Silent Cartographer. Silent Cartographer, yes. The fucking beach landing. It feels like
that. Like 25 other troops, so.
And there's an achievement for getting up the beach on heroic or legendary without letting any of them die. And I got it. And I didn't know it was an achievement in the Master Chief Collection, but when I got it, I was like, fuck yeah! Yeah! And then we rolled around the corner and like they all died.
Yeah.
But yeah, losing soldiers in that game feels bad.
One of the earliest instances of the game turning on you, of course, was Legend of Zelda, where if you hit the town chicken enough with the sword, it took maybe a minute or two. It took a long time of you just hitting it with the sword, and then all of a sudden, like hundreds of birds would flock in, hundreds of other chickens would come in and fucking kick the shit out of you.
What?
Pretty great.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's simple. If this then coding, if you hit the chicken 100 times, then horde of chickens. That's a lot of hands.
Yeah.
That's dope. Tech, do you think that you don't have any experiences with this because you don't worry about it or think about it, or is it just because you don't play games that have that kind of like storytelling in it?
I definitely don't play those type of games, I don't think.
Sure.
Whereas but I don't think anyone's really playing games that are, like I said, with the rewarding of the evil. I think there's not really that many games out there where you're forced to make a real moral decision.
Sure.
Like I haven't really seen, outside of like Frostbite and Like there's no reward for it. So I mean, I just haven't come across it, and maybe I haven't thought about it because I haven't really come across it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's obviously games that I play that you can do bad shit in, and just did it.
Sure. Ryan, did you play the soundbite for that video?
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
Very good. Yeah, that's funny. Ben, in the notes you mentioned something that I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Arkham City rewound the bad ending?
Yeah, if you have the chance, because I think Catwoman's got the loot and she's walking out with one in each hand. If you choose to just leave with the loot, it gives you an ending. Batman dies, and then while the credits are playing, you hear Barbara, or AKA Oracle, on some sort of communicator saying, Batman's dead, my dad's dead, the city's being overrun. Like it's basically Gotham turns to chaos, and then it shows a literal rewind, like the footage being played backwards up to the point where you can split off and turn around to save Batman or leave with the loot, and you can do it forever, but it'll always rewind until you make the right decision.
Oh wow, that was never even an option. That was never even a thought to me. I don't remember a lot of Arkham City apparently though.
Yeah,
I always play Deus Ex games silently, stealthily. But the first game, you're killing a lot of like bad people. You're going up against a lot of clearly bad people, and I was like, "Hey, fuck these guys." The second game is all about like two separate factions and a misunderstood like war, right? Yeah. About different types of people, and I was like, none of these people are bad. They're just doing the wrong thing. So I beat that whole game stealth and pacifistic. I didn't kill a single character. Even the guy at the end, you can, if you search enough, and I actually didn't look this up because I went so many different places to search through for those games, search through like bases or offices or whatever. I saw a vent that was under a desk, and I moved the box in front of it, and under the box, or I guess in the box because the box is upside down, there was a kill switch for the main boss, like of the end of the game. And if you hit that button, it kills him. Or you can show him that you have it.
Yeah.
And be like, look, motherfucker, you could die right now. And no matter what you try to do, you're not even going to take another step. And you can like negotiate him down from what he's trying to do. And like that always felt really rewarding. But I did play through most of that stuff in Deus Ex later, doing the violent shit. And I tell you what, walking into that room and him being like, you will die, and going, boink, and just fucking killing him, it's really good. It feels really good. And that game doesn't really punish you for being good or bad. It just gives you different endings.
Sure.
So that I think the Deus Ex games are incredible. And I think they're great examples of like immersive sim and of morality in games, but
Yeah.
Not everybody plays those kinds of games. As Decay said.
No.
Ryan, did you play BioShock? I feel like you played BioShock. Did you play BioShock?
I played the first one.
Did you beat it?
Okay.
Probably. That was a long time ago, though.
Did you harvest the little sisters, or did you let them go? The little girls that are followed by the big daddies.
I think I let them go.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know how I was like 12 or something like that when the first game came out.
Yeah.
I was like, my little sister's 4 right now. Like,
I'm not gonna fucking harvest these children. Yeah, that's absolutely the bad ending of that game. If you
and it's non-canonical, so the second BioShock does not recognize the bad ending if that's the one you went with.
Oh sure, yeah,
So,
yeah. I love when games have multiple endings and then choose one and make you deal with it.
Yeah, they're just like, nah.
XCOM actually does that really well, because XCOM 2 was like, you actually didn't win. You lost. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. Oh, man.
I won the battle. But
no. In XCOM 2, it goes with that team that invades the ship at the end, loses, and they all die. And that's how the commander gets captured.
Weak. I don't like that at all.
And XCOM 2,
not okay with that.
XCOM 2 starts like 4 years later after full occupation, and now the aliens are trying to like integrate society. And you have the first mission you play in that game is you liberating the commander, because after you lose the battle in the end of XCOM 1, they come after the base and get the commander. So you have to liberate this like dude that you never see for the rest of the game because he's the guy watching everything because it's you. It's really weird. I liked it a lot. That's weird, but I liked it a lot. I mean that can wrap up though for morality.
Yeah.
We can start to call it quits. Anybody have anything?
Do what you want. Nobody's gonna judge you, and just don't bring it to real life.
Okay, there it is. Do what you want in games.
In games, yes.
Don't stab kids in the face in the game if you have the option. Try not to.
You said
I
try
mean,
not
if there's
to.
a game where you can stab a kid in the face, we probably need to talk to the developers about that and
if you look,
go from there.
Notice there are no kids in Grand Theft Auto.
There's probably an HR department that we need to contact at that point.
Notice there are no kids in Grand Theft Auto.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
True.
That is a
Here's
point. That is done on purpose.
Every game we play, we kill people. So we've already crossed the morality line.
right.
Like we literally like.
Excuse me,
most
you
game
never played
objectives.
Stardew Valley. I
Or-
haven't killed anybody in that game.
Sure, but Dead by Daylight, like we're hunting our friends, like people we care about. We're hunting.
Yeah, sure.
Someone said I killed the whole lobby. Okay, good job, dude. Oh yeah, I own the I killed the server. All right, we're past that. We're past the morality.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think if in the game killing is competition, that's not a moral question, right? Like Battlefield, Call of Duty. If you're getting points for getting kills and that's the purpose of the game, you don't get points for going, I morally choose not to fire a weapon. You just get shot. That's not a
If you get everybody to put a white flag up, the game's over.
But if you can play Battlefield and not shoot. You could just play a medic the whole time.
And heal and drive around.
And in fact, Luke would do that often in Battlefield 3. Have games where he'd be top of the scoreboard with like 10 kills when the guy below him has like 70 because he just played medic the whole time and was throwing out meds and reviving people and then throwing out meds and reviving people and shooting smoke so he could revive 3 people and then
How did you guys feel in the No Russian episode or chapter or mission in Call of Duty?
Fuck yeah! Did you play that mission, Tech?
You had to shoot all the civilians.
Airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that.
Did you shoot people?
Wait, is that on this one?
No, that's Modern Warfare 2. Back in the day, you get out of the elevator and you're all carrying PKGs or PKMs, and you just shoot up an airport.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a tough one.
Did you shoot at people or did you walk through it?
I shot. I think. Pretty sure I shot.
Yeah,
I think I walked for a minute, and then the one guy looked. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, which is that mission's incredible, and the point it makes is very good too. I remember explaining to somebody a parent who came in upset about that, what it was, right? Because and for people who don't know what we're talking about, I'll real briefly. You're a U.S. secret agent embedded in a terrorist group that's Russian, and they go to an airport, and before the doors of the elevator open, the leader of the terrorist organization says, "No Russian." And you're like, what? And you shoot up this airport, and you get to your getaway vehicle, and you, as the American agent that's embedded in this group, starts to get in, and he stops you, and then shoots you in the chest 3 times. And then they drive off. And then what the news coverage picks up is that these terrorists attacked an airport in Moscow, and they found the body of one of the terrorists who was shot by a cop, and it was an American agent. And so then the terrorist organization that's Russian really does this shit to blame it on American agents to start World War III. And it's really good.
Yep.
But I also understand how that mission would be fucking tough for people.
Yes.
And I did the same thing, Ben. I'm like, I'm not shooting at these people. And then eventually someone turns around and goes, why the fuck aren't you shooting? And I was like, okay, I'll shoot at that guy. Or I would shoot over the top of the group so that I wouldn't have to actually hit anybody. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Tech was like, I shot people. I'm not proud of it, but I shot people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of the name of the
I
game.
could have shot over the people, but
yeah, for sure. I could have missed, but I didn't. So there's that. Anyway, has anybody in the last week since our last recording done anything, consumed any media that they want to share with people? Anything notable? Remember, don't go too in depth because next week is our bounties episode, and we'll be able to go in depth on what we're bringing up here. Tech, sorry, go ahead.
I've been playing Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
Nice. Okay.
It is fun. It is dope. Epic Games has been doing free games once a week since for the pandemic. And
nice.
You download them and you own them forever. Last week was GTA, and this week was Civilization. So I've been playing that. It's really fun. I don't normally play games like that because I just never have a chance to. I can just never pique my interest. But after playing it, I kind of think I like those type of games. And I saw Ben playing a game earlier. I'm sure he's going to talk about that. I think I want to play that game. So I think I might be changing as a video game consumer. My taste might be broadening.
Sure. It's never too late to try something new out. Ben, since he put you on the spotlight, what were you playing that has gotten Tech's interest? Good words.
I was playing Gears Tactics before the podcast.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
Fun.
It's gorgeous. Fun.
It's gorgeous. It's fun. It's got great energy. It's really fast.
It's really fast for a turn-based game. It's just fucking go.
Yep. Yeah, I'm using the keyboard and mouse, and my left hand is typing away. It's crazy. All the keyboard shortcuts are great. It's really fast. So yeah, I'm gonna play that again. It's gorgeous. Did not expect it to look that good. It's very good.
Yeah, I'm playing on somewhat lower settings because my PC is not fully capable. But
I'm on 2K instead of 4, and I just put it on 30 frames, and then I let it do recommended settings. So I don't know what I'm running at, but it looks good. I can visually understand and look at it and go, yeah, this could be better. But I like what I'm seeing. And then a lot of us started playing Warhammer since it came to Gold, Xbox Gold.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it. That's great. It's everything I wanted in a 40K game. Just a big old huge heavy machine gun and hundreds of enemies that you can just mow down. It's great.
Yeah.
I love the 40K universe a lot. So
sweet. Ryan, that's it for me. You've been getting into anything slick and new, or are you just kind of
I downloaded Blair Witch last night and played that for a little bit. I thought I was gonna like it, but I think the setup of the game is just a little thrown off. It needs more guidable features. I caught myself running around a lot trying to find the next objective and using all of my resources to find it, and it's just taking way too much time. I had to look up things in a guide multiple times.
Sure.
And some of it still didn't make sense. And then I got stuck in like an infinite loop portion because I couldn't figure out one aspect of a level, and I just kind of got off after that. So I just the scare aspect is there, but
was it creepy?
Yeah. There's always like sounds in the distance, and I actually got to a point where there's monsters that can hurt you. You have to kill them with light, and it's all. I mean, most of that I played was at nighttime, so you literally have your flashlight. You're in the middle of the woods. There's no other light around, so it's very creepy. The dog that you have in the game also scares you because it starts barking at nothing sometimes. So you're not sure if it's something there or not, that kind of thing. So the scare aspects there, it's just, I guess maybe I need to play a little bit more to get a feel for those, those objective cues, I guess.
Yeah. Dope.
But yeah, that's about it.
Dope. I played a lot of Minecraft Dungeons yesterday and some more today, and that game surprised me with how interesting and how deep it is. I'm actually enjoying it a lot.
Does it slap?
It does kind of slap. And especially when you play co-op and it's so seamlessly smooth and you're just fucking wrecking shit. It's awesome. It honestly might help me get into Warhammer more because it's Warhammer with less overhead, right? I'm not like figuring out 5 different upgrades for my inoculator and going to the Magus Biologus to figure out how to do that. And I'm not, you know what I mean? Like it's less depth, but more width. It's the same width, but it's not as deep. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that, basically. Like, you can...
Just as deep, less bullshit.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you've got a lot of things that you can do with different abilities and different armor sets that allow different things to play out, and you can synergize with teammates, and it's great. And the more people you add, the bigger the mobs get, and that's fucking great. You just wrecking shit the whole time. But yeah, it's a little easier to get into right away. And so, like, me and Odin played last night for a while, and got through the campaign on the beginner level. And then it opens up a whole new difficulty level that jumps everything 20 levels higher. And then starts from there. And then once you go through it on that, there's an even higher level. And each higher level comes with more and more loot. So it's dope. And I'll talk about it more next week, I'm sure, as we get into adventure mode or apocalypse mode. And start wrecking shit. Jabril jumped in today and we power leveled him from 8 to 25 by letting him play through his campaign still, but doing it at our difficulty, and it scales slightly so that he doesn't get hurt as bad, but that he gets a lot more XP still. So he had to play a little careful, but we got him up, 15.
How long did that take?
We played for 2 hours. Got him from 8 to 25. Yeah.
That's fast.
Yeah. It felt really good, too, because he was actually able to help for parts. He was actually able to do things. Now, he couldn't go run off on his own because he would get punched by too much, but he could shoot from a distance and do stuff or hop in and take on 1 or 2 mobs alone. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to... Like, Odin and I played for like 10 hours yesterday. I streamed for a very long time, and then I got back on it at night. I played for 10 hours. He played for like 4 or 5. But we played that much through the story a whole one time, and then I did the last 2 missions again with Jabril. And when Jabril showed up with us today, he had 2 weapons I'd never seen before. And I was kind of like, I've seen them all. Like, I've played through the campaign. I've gotten one at the base level of everything. And I've gotten stuff, and we continue to get things that we've never seen. So, like, it's pretty deep. And there's cool unique class weapons and all of those things. So it's a lot of fun. Before we wrap up completely, because we are on the downward approach, we have a fun fact that we do every episode that Ben looks up, and that is dedicated to our buddy Smurf, who came up with this little idea. We call it our Smurf fact. I'm going to play the audio bit for you now, since Tech couldn't have it working.
Smurf facts. Oh yeah.
Ben, did you find a Smurf fact, or did I put you on the spot by starting it just now?
No, I've got it.
You've got it. Oh, look at that shit.
Yeah.
Regale us with your weird fact.
You may have been told at some point in your life that you're either left-brained or right-brained. That story goes that people who are left-brained dominant are more quantitative, logical, analytical, while right-brained individuals are more emotional, intuitive, and creative free spirits, writes Psychology Today. However, this theory isn't true. On the contrary, most behaviors and abilities require the right and left sides of the brain to work together to achieve a common objective. This website explains. So while you have certain qualities and characteristics that define you, that's a typo, who you are, they have nothing to do with which side of your brain you use more. You can thank both sides of your noggin for contributing to your unique personality.
We also don't only use 10% of our brain, as posited by Lucy.
Lucy is just one of many.
Well, it's one of many. Lucy,
it's a trope.
Limitless.
Yeah. There's tons of them, but yeah, we use all of our brain, most of our brain.
Yeah.
There's not like a dark region we're not using.
I'd like to
now
know
we might not use it at the same time, but we use it.
I'd like to know where that started. Was that like in a movie? Was it like the one where you curve bullets or some shit, or like where did it start?
You know that there's the whole like spiders. You eat 8 spiders in your life at nighttime.
Yeah,
that was started by scientists just to see how like false information can spread. So I think that type of shit starts like that.
They just said.
So now we can't believe anybody ever.
Well, that's why Corona's not real.
God damn it!
I mean, I don't have it, so
yeah. It's snowing in my backyard. Global warming's bullshit. Oh, shit. This is conversations getting to places we don't want it to. Yes. Thank you for listening to a video game podcast. Thanks for listening to this episode, folks. We do this every Wednesday. In case you didn't know, we upload the episodes on Friday to listen on podcast services. If you're just showing up, you can also rewind and watch it if you'd like. We just won't reply to any of your comments. Outside of that, if you want to support us, go to nerdybits.com. You can see all the stuff we write, record, videos we make, all those things. You can also buy merch from us there. Just head to the merch page through the website. If you want to support us on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/nerdybits. And if you want to follow me specifically, everywhere it's important, at Lubwub. You'll figure it out. It's a pretty easy thing to figure out. Ryan, where can people find you?
Sergeant Sodium everywhere.
Booyah! Tech, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Tech Supreme, where I upload video game footage and other shit. Tech Supreme.
Perfect. Ben, where can we find you?
Sketchsawyer.com and everywhere at Sketchsawyer.
I like how Ben said, like he was at a restaurant for a second.
Yeah. Like I didn't know what I needed to order.
Yeah.
Like I've been looking at the menu for 30 minutes.
I have to try so hard not to do that.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have. I'll have the fuck.
You need to have a friend there to punch you every time you say
No matter what, I have to have the menu in front of me. Like I have to I know what I want. I'll close the menu and then I have to open it and read it.
Just drops right out the back of your head. No, that's me too. It sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna get the salmon with this. Okay, cool. Close it. They show up 30 seconds later. What do you want?
Tomato something.
Yeah. I think it had the word. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. We will be back on to play games right after a short break. Just gotta grab some water because I'm parched. And yeah, we'll see you guys live for some Apex on Friday, for sure. And Friday night Fright Night at the end of the night. If you never did, you should. Yeah. These things are fun and fun is good. Peace, everybody.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.